Today, we currently have a balance of $7.3 million, and we are done, and your pastor's hair will start growing back. $7.3 million is standing in the way of something that God wants to do so awesome in this city. I want you to imagine this amazing family life center. Now, I want you to imagine this for a moment. I want you to see it unlike anything you've ever seen before. I want you to imagine walking in and literally seeing a computer cafe. You're able to get lattes and sit around, and students are able to work and able to get smoothies. You're able to go to the church fit area and you have your own gym, your own dance studio for our kids to work and practice. I want you to imagine a whole youth area specifically designed for our young people to go after school, for tutoring, for programs. I want you to imagine something so awesome and transformative that words cannot describe. Unlike anything that this community has ever seen that is open and available to our community, I want you to imagine an amphitheater inside of a place like that, where plays can come and we can host them. We can do a variety of workshops and seminars, and we can partner with other people in our community. I want you to imagine that. I want you to imagine that you can actually go down to that place at 6 o'clock in the morning and get your workout on and get you a smoothie on the way to work, and you're good to go and drop your kids off. I want you to imagine in that place perhaps having your own daycare in Mount Zion, and you can just drop them off and pick them up. I want you to imagine what that looks like. People of God, $7.3 million is standing between that and that happening. Because as your pastor, I can't in good conscience, I can't be a man of integrity and put us in more debt. That's just not going to happen. That is not an option. But I believe that what God is going to do is going to happen so rapid, because I believe that once we receive what we're going to hear tonight, that there's going to be a spirit of generosity and a mindset shift, that you're going to get to a point you absolutely, like I, despise, hate, strong words, debt. I mean, I just hate it.
This is an amazing story. You started with nothing, and you became a millionaire, and then you lost everything, and now you're a multimillionaire. How did you bounce back? I went, dude, when you fall that far, you really don't bounce. It is more of a splat. So I decided I was going to learn how money really works. So I went and started talking to old rich people. People with gray hair and no hair that had money. You see, I didn't want to talk to young and rich. I had been him. I didn't want his opinion. Old rich people. People made money and kept it. The problem with personal finances is about 80% behavior. We know what to do. It's the doing it part that we struggle with. I mean, if I could control this guy in my mirror, he'd be skinny and rich. In the house of the wise are stores of choice food and oil, but a foolish man devours all he has. Thing number one, you have to act your wage. At the end of the day, it's a math problem. Whatever the situation, we got to increase the income, decrease the outgo, create some margin in the middle, or we're not going to be able to move the needle. And that is an act of the will. You may have to amputate the Tahoe. You may have to back away from the purses. We got to have this level of diligence, this sense of our part to play in this is I'm going to make this money behave, not just so I can pay my bills, not so I can build wealth, not even so I can change my family tree. I'm going to make this money behave because, Jesus, this is your money and I'm managing it for you, and I want you to be proud of me.